Shalom, shalom. Shalom, Israel. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakmadash, for another in transit on my way to do a camp. Salakia, on my way to camp to do a lesson. I had to go to work, so kind of put me behind in this daylight saving thing. It gets dark quick, but nevertheless, I'm going to get a lesson done. And we are now in the latter times with a lot of crazy things going on. And the men of the Lord are out here doing what they're doing. And first and foremost, let me say shalom to the men of GMS, Great Millstone, Salakia. To the men of GMS, Great Millstone, salutations and shalom to you brothers. And I just wanted to kind of quick touch on my way to camp is how these Christians talk about following Christ. And I was having a conversation with a gentleman, and he brought that up, and in my best way I tried to correct him of understanding how does Christ follow Christ, who the world ordinarily calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai, the Hamashiach, the anointed. And it was just weird because these Christians, so-called black Christians, are really messed up about understanding of the Bible. They don't have the true understanding, and they're very proud to think that it's as if they know something, as if God was dealing with them like that. And he's not. Especially you so-called Christian, you Christian woman. The Lord does not deal with you in that manner. If anything, he's going to deal with a man before he's dealing with you. And 1 Corinthians book gives you an order, and everything, roughly paraphrasing, should be done in order and decency and in order. And there's no order going on in this world, which is in Babylon confusion, or in Israel. So we have to get our house in order, repent, and come back to the Lord. And that can mean things as like fasting, praying. And I'm not just saying you, I'm talking about myself as well. Like, I need to fast, I need to pray more, and roughly paraphrasing, it says that the in Revelation, book of Revelation, how the devil will wear out the saints, if I'm correct. Let's be. And this is what's going on right now. That he's wearing us down and wearing us out. So we need Yahweh Shai. And that's what my whole this in transit situation is about, following Yahweh Shai. And really, I just got two scriptures that I had in the head, in my mind, which was in the book of John. One is 14:6, and it talks about Yahweh Shai being the way and the truth. And you Christians claim to follow Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, his son Yahweh Shai, but you're not in the truth to actually follow in his footsteps. Because what do? You don't fear the Lord. He say don't eat pork. You say, oh, we don't have to follow our laws anymore. They're done away with. We're saved. You eat pork. Everything you try to do, you justify it. And you don't pray, because praying is means to beg, but you don't fear the Lord. You figure, I'm gonna do what I want, because you follow these Gentile nations, number one Esau, to feel that you can do what thy wilt. And it's never gonna be like that. The Lord programs us to do everything that we do, whether it's good or evil, because the Lord controls both sides. It's an abomination for the Lord not to have balance, roughly paraphrasing, in so many ways. But everything the Lord do is balance. You can't have up without down, left without right, good without bad. The Lord is a perfect balance, supreme being. And this is how he uses his way in the world to do the things he wants to have done that he spoke of before the end of times and the beginning of times. And he uses his son, who's the Alpha and Omega, to do these things. So with that being said, John 1:14 talks again about the Lord and how he's the way. Roughly paraphrasing, I'm not reading it, I'm driving on transit, but when you get a chance on your time, try to go read those books or read those scriptures I mentioned, just to get an idea of who Yahawashi is, and following the Lamb, because he is the unblemished Lamb, and wrongfully crucified. But when he comes back, he's coming back with a vengeance. He's coming back to destroy a lot of things and a lot of people. His people and Gentile nations as well. And at the end of the day, only thing is left is a remnant. It's going to be a remnant of Israel left over to rule and which we call the first fruits. And then there's going to be a remnant of the heathen from Esau on down to Ammon, who are the Japanese. They will all be our subjects that we can rule over. So get yourselves prepared. House of Israel, get your house in order and repent and come back to the Lord and do as much as praying as possible. And from time to time, you need to fast. And again, I'm not just speaking about you guys, I'm speaking about myself as well. I'm number one to do that. So get yourself in gear, man, and get yourself together, because the Lord ain't playing, and he's about to bring mass death in abundance on this entire earth. My name is Yamar Yasha'Allah. Shalom to the speckled bird. Shalom to the confused face, who are Israelites that look like the Gentile nations, the Akim and Akwath. Shalom to the men of GMS, again, who I learned this 100% truth from. Last but not least, shalom to the elect. Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak Radash. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Wa Baba Ball, shalom.